NAV, the net asset value of a mutual fund, is basically what each ownership share represents in value. If there was $1,000 in an account and there were 10 equal portions, each portion then is going to be worth $100. Now, someone might have 3 portions, someone else might have 6, and the last might have 1. But each portion, each share of the whole is $100. Total value divided by the equal claims on it is what calculates NAV. Now, what can change NAV? This is definitely an area students get confused on. It is not simply the assets increasing or decreasing. It's more specifically how they increase or decrease. If people invest money in the account, they are putting money in at NAV. Sure, there are sales charges, but the NAV is what is deposited. So you have that $1,000 in total, 10 equal shares, 3 owned by A, 6 owned by B, and 1 of those shares is owned by C. If D comes along and brings in $300, they're going to get 3 shares of the fund. E comes in and brings $200 for 2 shares. There is now $1,500 total in the account and 15 equal shares. Each share still worth $100. If person B liquidates their share, liquidates their position and leaves, they're eliminating 6 shares. That's $600 in value. That $600 is given to them. You redeem, you sell at the NAV. And the $600, if the account value suddenly increased or decreased, that is what changes NAV. If we go back to the 3 people that have $1,000, A has 3 shares, B has 6 shares, and C has 1 share, if you remember, and the investment turns really good and is now worth $1,200. There are still only 10 equal claims on it. So now each share is worth $120. That is NAV going up. If investments turn sour and it's now only worth $750, still 10 equal claims, each share is now only worth $75. If the assets in the portfolio go up or down for any reason other than purchases or redemptions of the shareholders, that will change NAV. Simply having money deposited when people are buying shares or taken out when redeeming shares won't change it. Things that change it include dividend declared. As the dividends come from assets, it doesn't decrease the number of shares, simply decreases the assets. Therefore, it would lower NAV, but as an owner, you get the dividend. Rearranging the portfolio also does not affect NAV. If I sell $50,000 of IBM stock, and then I go and buy $50,000 in Microsoft stock, or I just leave it as $50,000 in cash, nothing changes in NAV because of that. $50,000 in value is $50,000 of value in the account. And that $50,000 in total assets doesn't matter the form, only that it's added to calculate the value for the total assets under management for NAV. The formula for NAV, again, is the assets in the account. The total assets under management could be simplified as AUM, assets under management, divided by the number of equal claims, number of shares of the portfolio. It only changes when the assets in the account increase or decrease in value, not when shareholders are buying or selling shares. Hope this helps, and as always, let us know if you have questions.